What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a discussion about Heath and if we will ever see him again. Spoiler warning if you're not up to date on the show of Season 7, Episode 6, and, well, I guess that's it. But if you don't know any of this information, we don't want to ruin it for you. If we were going to see Heath again, well, kind of gave it away a little bit that he's missing. But here we go, guys. We've got a comicbook.com article that we're going to reference. We'll put the link in the description if you want to check out more of it. But basically, this was what Corey Hawkins said about Heath. It's usually very finite, right? But me and the showrunner, Scott Gimple, have had a lot of conversations. Scott has been great in terms of asking and talking and really trying to figure out where the character was coming from and going. And you know, professional things take you where they take you. That's normal. But we left it open. So I will just say there's always a possibility and there's always a way. So they left it open. Well, no crap there, Corey. But basically, there's a possibility that he's going to come back, just a matter of when. And they can't leave that plot hole like that. That would be pretty terrible writing and just unnecessary for that to happen. But Corey Hawkins is going to be in the new show, 24 Legacy. It's coming in after the Super Bowl. We see ads for it and commercials for it. But Heath. Now, to me, Heath has been nothing for the show. He's a bigger part in the comics to date for all this information. And, you know, Heath is being a useless character. And it's a shame because he could be great, but they're just writing his parts out or just taking him out of the show because of various reasons of Corey Hawkins has been doing a lot of other things. And Heath is kind of a part-time character, and Corey Hawkins is a part-time actor on the show. But the last time we saw it, PPP, what does it mean? Is it this? Is it whispers? Check this out. Look at that thing. We'll talk about that in a second. But they left it open, obviously, and that just means that it's going to be a matter of time for him to come back around, and he better come back around. That would be pretty crappy. So we had a whole video about that. Is he linked to the Whisperers? And I think it is. I think that leaves it all the way till probably the second half of Season 8, almost the end of Season 8, maybe even Season 9 if the Whisperers come around in that. But if we talk about the dynamics note velocity, you look at the very top, PPP, velocity 16, voice whispering, PPP equals whispering. Yes, so it has to be linked to that, right? That's the only thing. Scott Gimple is kind of cheesy like that he would do something like that too, and he knows that they would check out and people would scrutinize this and, you know, just check out every angle, what it could possibly mean. It's got to be whispering, right? Maybe he goes to Oceanside, maybe not, maybe he's connected with that. I just don't know. Why wouldn't he go back to Alexandria if he could? Maybe he's captured, maybe he's this, but that doesn't make too much sense. Now, Heath, like I said, in the comics is a far better character than on the show. If you look all the way to the left, there is Heath. You can't mix the haircut and the glasses. He's got a distinguished look. You can't miss Heath, basically. The glasses and the haircut. But basically, he's got a big thing that happens to him in All Out War. He loses a leg. Will it happen to somebody else then? I don't know if Heath's going to be in All Out War because of this, and he's connected with Denise and a couple other things. But I said they changed Denise's character and Heath's character for various things, for various reasons, but he loses a leg. Is this going to happen to somebody else then? But most likely, because Heath's probably not going to be around. He's a part-time character, a part-time actor on the show. All Out War, issue 120. The end of March to War is issue 114, so that would be 6 issues really into All Out War. A good amount of time in there too. So I don't know. He could come back for All Out War. I'm not saying he couldn't, but he hopefully will. And he'll probably die in there too. I don't know. Do you think Heath comes back and he dies, or he doesn't come back for a super long time and then lives when he can, you know, commit some more time to the show? That's just a lot of the covers and a lot of the storyline of All Out War. There's part 1 and part 2 of All Out War, and I don't know. I like to see Heath. It better get resolved. I mean, the whole PPP crap better be resolved. Is Heath going to come back to Alexandria? Is he going to, you know, keep the other group away? Is he linked to another group? Is he at Oceanside? Is he there? I don't know, but it's all the questions. What if? Where is Heath? Is he linked to the Whisperers? Like I said, if the Whisperers come around, earliest that would be the second half of Season 8, because Season 8 starts with All Out War Part 1. Part 2 might be half a season. So I don't know how they're going to drag it out. But if the Whisperers come around, it might be some time, because they came around. They started in issue 130. So issue 130, the Whisperers come around, the start of that. Then they come around full force later in a couple issues. But I don't know what they're gonna do with Heath. You know, is he connected to the Whisperers? Because they wouldn't just like keep him around. They'd probably just kill him or whatever. I don't know how he could just be a part of the Whisperers. If you know the Whisperers, they probably wouldn't keep him around. I don't know. It'd be just crazy to think of it. So what do you think happens to Heath? Is he connected to the Whisperers? He'd either have to be dead or, you know, part of the Whisperers, part of that group now, which it could be, but I don't know, that'd be a crazy twist. So what do you think happens to Heath? The possibility of him coming back is what he says, a very vague way of talking it in his quote, but, you know, that's what they do, so that means that it's open to interpretation, and it will be back eventually. So there you go, guys. I know it's not much, it's a vague thing, but that's what we got, is a vague answer. So check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook. All are welcome. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Spread the word. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.